Hi everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to explain about how to make a package tour step by step. There are some components that you have to include in a package tour. So you have to decide the net price and also the selling price for your customer. So you have to watch the video until the end. I hope in the end of the video you are ready to make a package tour. Happy watching!
Okay, I'll start with the definition of package tour. So, package tour is a tour arranged by a travel agent for individuals or tourists, and usually it combined with transport, accommodation, and meals. The cost for package tour will be varied depend on some factors. There are some factors to consider when you are planning package tour. The first one is seasonality. So the price here, it will depend on the season. For example, when there's a holiday season, you can raise your cost or your price. And the second one is operating costs. The higher your operating cost, the more expensive your price will need to. So you can cover all expensive. And the third one is competition. There is no point pricing your product out of the marketplace. So you need to stay competitive or able to justify the high price. Here, I want you to be more wise when you are making package tour because you will have many competitors, so you have to set the price carefully. And then the last one is demand. People will pay more if there is a high demand in a region. They will pay less if there is an abundance of choice. So here, if there is no travel agent in a region, it's okay if you want to set a high price. But if there are many competitors there, you have to lower the price. In planning a package tour, please follow these steps. The first one is making itinerary first. So you have to make the itinerary based on the duration of the tour. And the second one is identify the components. There are some components that you have to consider so you can set the cost of each component. And the last one is making package tour. You can start by listing some components that must be included in the package tour. You can use some templates to make your work easier to do. Okay, now the first thing to do is making itinerary. When you are making the itinerary, you need some resources. What are there? The first one is internet. Because using the internet, you can browse anything on the Google. And the next one is brochures of the tourists. So you can look at some brochures for or as reference. And then The next one is railway and airlines timetables. So by knowing the timetables for some transportation, you can set the time for the itinerary. And the next one is guidebooks and magazines. So you have to read more to find out some tips or some information what people need or what people want when they are having a trip. And then the last one is government tourist office. So it is necessary to find out all the information, all update informations in tourist office, so you can know what kind of destinations are available for your itinerary. You got it? Okay, very good. And you can start to identify the components of tour cost. There are many kinds of components and you can choose based on your need. The first one is hotels, meals, airlines, railways, road transport, cruises, local guide or escort, and the last one is miscellaneous such as ticket, tax, and etc. After identifying the components of tour cost, you can start set the price. However, before you set the price for each component, it's better for you to survey first. You have to survey the price of the hotel, survey the price of the airlines, the ticket of the destination, and etc. After it's done, you can negotiate for the best price because sometimes you will get discount if you have you have brought many tourists to the destination, or you can ask discount directly to some supplier or vendors. And the last one is if there is a deal, it's better for you to make a contract so you can work collaboratively with some suppliers and it will be beneficial for your travel agent. For package tour, there are two types of price. The first one is fixed price and the second one is variable cost. The first one is fixed price. Fixed price here means that the price doesn't change. It is fixed. It's based on the number of the people. And there will no change even there is an additional people. For example, meal, ticket, and tax. But sometimes for the components in the fixed price can be different from every travel agent. And the second one is variable cost. So this cost can change depends on the number of people in it. For example, bus. So the travel agent will charge cheaper if the number of the people in a bus is much more than before. And then for tour guide will be varied based on the number of the people and also the parking fee. Now let's discuss about tariff or selling price. There are two types of tariff. The first one is flat tariff or fixed price. So this price is not based on the number of people. Even the group members contains 4 or 10 or more than 10, the tariff is fixed. While for sliding scale tariff, the tariff will change depends on the number of the tourists. For example, if the group consists of more than 10 people, every people will pay cheaper. When you are making a package tour, you have to make it as good as possible. And a good package tour would include the first one is attractive design. Make it as attractive as possible using colored design and pictures. And you have to include the itinerary and also the price. And the last one is term and condition. That's we call complete package tour. This is the example for a short itinerary. You can list for the day one what kind of activities that the people can do, and also the destination must be included there. And the last one is hotel. You have to tell the visitor the name of the hotel to support or to attract the visitor. And this is the example of package itinerary planning sheet. So you can make a tabel, then you can put the itinerary in the left column followed by time and also the suppliers. Then the last one is cost per person. Or you can use this kind of worksheet. So in the left column, you can write the variable of the package, for example, meals, accommodation, transportation, activity, and other. And there will be the total package for each tour. Then later on, divided by the number of people. Now it's time for you to practice making package tour based on the following case. So Mr. Holmes and family are planning to spend a 3-day vacation in Jogja and Malang. His son is 9 and daughter is 7. Mr. Holmes interested in culture and history while Mrs. Holmes loved nature and shopping. The children find arts and culture boring. Their main interest is in automotive and show. They will arrive at Suta Airport on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. and take off to Juanda Airport at 1 p.m. He expects to be picked up there. Mr. Holmes' budget is only 15 billion for 3-day trip. That's the case. I hope after this you can start making the package tour by following the steps that already explained in this video. You got it, everyone? So I think that's all for the explanation about planning package tour. I hope you get some insight how to make a good package tour for your tourists. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you.